Now, the real question is what's going to happen when we pack-a-punch this? Oh, can you still see all the light? The long-awaited stat-changing double reactive bundle is finally in Cold War and Cold War Zombies Year 2, this being the Stockpile Reactive Ultra Skin. Arm yourself to the teeth in style with the Tracer Pack Stockpile Bundle, featuring an Ultra Operator Skin, 2 Ultra Blueprints that evolve as you get kills, Tracer Fire, Explosive Dismemberment Effect, and Explosive Element Damage in the Zombies mode. Yes, this comes with 2 reactive skins. So starting off, you've got the High Score Stryker skin. This thing is looking sick. It's got RGB effects all over the entire thing. Gonna definitely have to check that out. Then for the first reactive skin, we got one for the FARA, and this is actually the second reactive for the FARA that we've seen. As always, we're going to be testing these out in Zombies, multiplayer, and then take them into Warzone, testing them out with all the camos, everything you could possibly want to know about this bundle. Use the same move continuously without shame to obtain victory with the Button Masher Reactive Ultra Skin. Can't wait to see all the different stages of this. Then we've got one for the Tech 9, this being a fan favorite weapon. This doesn't have any reactives or mastercraft, and this looks sick, bro. This thing is gonna look so good with camos. I cannot wait to test it out. Visit the vibrant ocean shores with deadly style with the Seaside Attract Reactive SMG. Then there's more blueprints we get the finely cut for the carve, which is pretty basic but still kind of cool. We've got the Blacklight Street Sweeper, which looks pretty cool. We've got the Action Nerd Charm. We've got the Light 'em Up Watch. We've got this calling card here, which is actually already in COD Mobile. We got another calling card. We've got a sticker, which I'm not a big fan of those. We got another sticker, which we don't use a ton. And then we got the 80s baby emblem. So there is a ton of crap in this bundle, and it only costs 2,400 COD points. You get an ultra skin and 2 reactive blueprints. I really like this operator skin. Here it is in the menu. Like, look at the little light around the boots. It's very subtle. It doesn't move near as much as some of the other ultra operator skins, but just this little subtle RGB light around the outsides of the skin make it look fantastic. Now here we are in Zombies with the Tech 9 reactive. Starting off, there's really no effects on it, no glowing whatsoever. I know this is a darker map. We're also going to test them on a lighter map, but I want to see what the effects look like in the dark. Let's look at these operator hands. These are really cool. Like I said, it's just subtle, but even being so subtle, it's just such a nice touch on the hands. These aren't the best operator hands in Cold War, but they're some of the best. Like, I can definitely get used to using these. With that though, we've also got the charm here, and we've got the emblem and stuff on, but very basic with stuff like that. I think we need 50 kills to get the first reactive tier. Let's go ahead and see the dismemberment effect, or the tracers. So purple cyan tracers, that's kind of what we were expecting from Cold War. This one might not have a dismemberment effect. That's the thing about Cold War. The dismemberment effect on this game isn't super insane. I think that's just the tracers hitting their face. All right, let's go ahead and get the 50 kills needed to get the first reactive here. While I'm doing that, if you're new here and want to sub, I would greatly appreciate it. We review every big bundle in full detail on this channel, so if you want to see full breakdowns of anything before you buy it, make sure to sub to the channel. If you left a like or comment, I appreciate you a ton for that too. This is the first reactives here. So once you get 50 kills in Zombies or 3 kills in MP, this is what it's going to look like. This looks so good on a dark map. I really like this. This reminds me of a pack-a-punch camo. This is only tier 1. We still got 3 more tiers to go. Oh, there we go. There's the next tier. Holy crap. So the second reactive tier covers the bottom and the top now. That is so... This is why I love Mauer Tone. This makes reactive weapons look so good. This is kind of weird. I like it, but it's... You can kind of see like a bunch of hexagonal stuff. Even the operator hands look really good down here. Unfortunately, we got 2 weapons, but here, if we do an emote, we're going to be able to see it a little bit better. Look at the glow on these hands down here in the dark. This is the final reactive state. It turns green at the top. Once again, this still looks ridiculous. I cannot wait to pack-a-punch this. I wish this blueprint came with the full auto barrel because I'm tired of clicking my fingers, but obviously you can change that before you load into game. All right, here's the Tech 9 in a brighter environment, still looking fantastic. I really like this. We also managed to get the Sweet Sweeper blueprint out of the box, and this does come with Shatter Blast. This is a stat-changing blueprint, meaning it is going to give you that little advantage when you spawn in for the Street Sweeper, and then we also got it for the carve. It's kind of weird that only half the blueprints in this come with the stat changing. This unfortunately doesn't glow, and yeah, these other 2 blueprints are forgettable. Mainly if you're buying this, you want it for the reactive weapons. Moment of truth. Let's see what pack-a-punch camos look like on this. And okay, yeah, I wish it covered a little bit less, so you can still see The barrel of the weapon has the original camo on it, and it looks like the trigger and a few of the buttons have the original reactive camo on it, but the pack-a-punch camo pretty much covers the entire thing. Hopefully mastery camos don't do the same. This is a blueprint where the reactive covers most of the weapon to begin with, so it's going to be kind of hard to find that balance of reactive slash pack-a-punch camo. And now for the second reactive weapon, and I can't believe this bundle comes with 2 reactive weapons. This is the first time we've ever seen this. Right off the bat, there's no glowy bits except for the magazine. Dude, that magazine looks fantastic. Look at the magazine go with like the RGB colors. It really does match this skin. This one does have a tracer effect, so wait, it's hard to see. It's like a fire explosion effect, but it also matches with like the red and or the orange and purple. Does this one got a, oh yeah, this one I think it's got a dismemberment effect, right? It said it did. It's not very noticeable. Yeah, the kill effect on this weapon, so unnoticeable, it's pretty much like it doesn't even have one, and that's the case for a lot of Cold War weapons. That's one thing I hope Treyarch improves on in their next game. Make kill effects like we're seeing in Vanguard. But you guys know the drill. Every 50 kills, this thing is going to get more and more reactive, and it does have Shatter Blast on it. This is a stat changing weapon, so this is the first Shatter Blast we've seen on a FARA. So spawning in with this, you're going to be doing more damage to Panzers and anything with the Shatter Blast, which is really good for this map. That is the first tier reactive. This reminds me of Light Brights. That's exactly what this reminds me of. I think that's what they were going for. I'm realizing now that that might date my age a little bit. I'm not sure how many people watching this exactly know what a Light Bright is, but that's exactly what this reminds me of. I wonder what the other tiers are going to be. So we got some random lights on the weapon for the first 50 kills. There's the next reactive tier. Now it's got kind of like a laser beam coming out of the front of it. Dude, this thing looks so sick down here in the dark. Look at this. There's just like no other lights. I love Mauerder Toten in reactive variants. Just sick. The hands, everything being down here in the dark is just ridiculous. Bada bing, bada boom. There is the final reactive tier. Oh, now it's moving. Now it goes across like crazy. Says high score in the front. Yeah, this is a very subtle reactive blueprint. And at first I didn't think I was going to like it when we were viewing it. But I don't know, something about how this is just so different than all the other reactives. I kind of like this. I think this is better than the other reactive variant we have for the FARA here. Oh, Panzer. Luckily, we're going to be able to do extra damage to a Panzer. As you can see, we haven't even opened up Pack-a-Punch yet, but since this is a stat-changing weapon, we're going to be able to do more damage to a Panzer right off the get-go with this than what we would with a normal weapon. Oh, that's the one benefit of these pseudo ammo mod weapons. I'm glad this is still super noticeable in a more bright environment. Like you can still really see all the lighting, everything going on with it. Now the real question is what's gonna happen when we pack-a-punch this? Oh, can you still see all the light? Okay. I honestly might like this more than the Tech 9. The Tech 9 is fantastic, but look at how well this goes with Pack-a-Punch camos. All of the bright up effects come right through the Pack-a-Punch camo. This is probably going to look insane with mastery camos. Let's see how these blueprints hold up when you start taking attachments off of them. So for the FARA, once you start taking all the attachments off, actually still looks really good. It's still going to get all the different reactive parts of it, so not bad at all. Let's see about the Tech 9. Take off all the attachments. And once again, it's still going to be pretty much fully reactive. A lot of time with these reactive weapons, once you start taking off attachments and putting on your own custom ones, it kind of ruins it. But both of these work really well, regardless if you want to run your own attachments or keep the default ones. Now, this bundle just comes with too many items to test out all these blueprints in game with all the different camos. So we're going to speed it up a little bit to make sure this isn't a... Woo! Actually, gold camo on the carve looks pretty sick. So we're just going to show them in the menu. So this isn't a 30-minute long video, but I like that. It's just a nice little white stripe across on the carve. That's pretty sick. You know, we're going to load in game with that specifically. What about zombies? Yeah, not quite the same, but we'll actually take this in game. I want to see how that one looks in game. Let's go ahead, test out the camos on the Street Sweeper here. So with the gold camo, you still get to... Oh, the gold doesn't really cover a ton. Diamond looks kind of cool. It actually kind of matches the little light bright vibe you got going on there. DM Ultra, you can still see a lot of the skin. Yeah, all these look pretty sick. I think I'm gonna try it with the Dark Aether camo we load in game. Now let's look at the reactive variants themselves. I have a feeling the Tech 9, so the gold camo only makes the magazine gold. The diamond camo pretty much covers up all the reactive parts. The DM Ultra only covers the magazine, which actually I kind of like on that. So you still get to keep all this, and you got the DM Ultra for the magazine. What about the Dark Aether? So the Golden Viper only covers the magazine. The Plague Diamond covers up all of it. Ooh, and the Dark Aether covers the entire entire thing. So the only reactive bits you're going to see is the barrel part. Now, what about the FARA? This is what I'm most interested about. We might have to test out. Ooh, the gold looks really good on this. Oh, and you can still see all the reactive bits. Diamond kind of fits the light bright vibe. I think diamond might look the best on this. DM Ultra, once again, looking fantastic on it. You know, Golden Viper looks like Golden Viper. Plague Diamond, I actually kind of like on this. And oh, we're gonna have to test out this one specifically with a lot of the camos because this looks sick. Even in the brightest of environments, this still looks amazing. This is the final reactive form of the Tech 9 on Nuketown, looking great. You can still see all the moving bits. Then here is the final reactive tier on the FARA. Once again, you can still see everything, even in a super bright environment. This might be the first time that I ever say Plague Diamond looks the best. I don't know why. This just fits the whole light bright theme. Seeing it move across with the rivets on the diamond, this just looks perfect on this. Maybe the normal diamond might look better though. It looks good on the dark ether camo, but I think the diamond just fitted a little bit better. Dude, I don't know. It looks so good on the normal diamond too. I don't know what this looks better on, the Plague Diamond or the normal diamond, but this is my favorite blueprint in this entire bundle. I love this reactive FARA. The way it looks on the diamond camo, I think it looks great. Let me know in the comments below, which is your favorite blueprint and what's your favorite camo on it. I think I like the normal diamond a little bit better than the Plague Diamond on this, but either way you rock it, this thing's looking slick. Like I promised earlier, here is the gold camo on the carved blueprint, and it honestly, I like this. Like, this isn't going to be the best way to run the carve. It's so weird, and people are probably going to question what this is when you're running it with that giant white stripe down the middle. Well, crap. The skin in the Warzone menu actually doesn't look that great. You can only really see the glowing bits at the top of his head and right here, but look at the rest of it. It really doesn't even look like the rest of him's glowing whatsoever. It looks like they just completely forgot that. As for the blueprints, let's do a quick rundown of how the camos look like on it. So the diamond still gets the really cool effect here in Warzone on the FARA. That's definitely the best way to rock it, and I'm so glad. It might even look even better on this. What about the Tech 9? Sometimes there's a little bit different camo coverage here in Warzone. So yeah, it really only covers the magazine on this. You're not going to get the issue in Cold War where it covers the entire thing. Doesn't matter what camo you're going to run, it's magazine only. Now, here we go in Warzone. This is the FARA. Luckily, all we've got to do is get one kill, and we're going to get one reactive tier per kill here in Warzone, making it a little bit easier to test out. This is the second reactive tier already. Still very bright, very vibrant in here in Warzone. And if we manage to get one more kill, we're actually going to get lucky and see the third and fine. Nope, couldn't do it. What about you? You ready to die? There we go. This is the, whoa. Ooh, that's different. It just maxes out the color continuously the entire time. Here's what it looks like with the gold camo. I don't know what's the deal with it, but yeah, the lights are on 24/7 when it comes to the max reactive tier, where it wasn't like this in Cold War. Okay, now let's test out the Tech 9. Just like before, we only need 3 kills to get the max reactive tier. Here's tier 1 in Warzone. If we can get this guy out of the sky, that's gonna be tier 2, and the bottom looks a little bit different here in Warzone. Got about 20 seconds left. Luckily, here's our third guy. If I could actually aim, there we go. And this is the final tier. It's not quite as bright, I guess, because we're in more of a bright environment. What if we take it in this darker area? You can see it a little bit better, but yeah, this actually looks a little bit different here in Warzone than what it did in Cold War. It's definitely not as noticeable, but it's still pretty good looking overall. Yeah, even as we're falling down, it doesn't look like the hands glow much at all. This skin's a little disappointing in Warzone. Overall, I think this is one of the best year 2 bundles we've got. Since the price isn't oh, here's a better look at the skin. Yeah, the skin just doesn't glow. It's just the headband in Warzone. Look at it. The feet glow a little bit, but the skin, you just don't see that glowing neon lights, which maybe it's a good thing in Warzone. It kind of give you a way to be able to see all that glowingness, but it's just nowhere near as visible once you take the skin into Warzone, unfortunately. But overall, as it goes for year 2 bundles, I think this is one of the best, because think about it. You get 2 reactive weapons. Both the FARA and the Tech 9 you get in this bundle look really good. The FARA looks really good with Pack-a-Punch and Mastery camos. The Tech 9 not so much, but the reactive tiers for the Tech 9 are so ridiculous that you really don't need to add a camo on top of it to look even better. This Ultra skin is one of the better Ultra skins. I really like how clean this skin looks. Unfortunately, in Warzone, it doesn't really carry over near as well. Same thing, I think the blueprints are a little bit weaker in Warzone compared to Cold War. But for $24, the normal price of a bundle, you're getting 1 ultra skin and 2 ultra weapons, which usually you only get 1 of these in a blueprint. So just a ton of items. For me, the value proposition itself, this bundle is going to be a 9 out of 10 for me. I'm definitely going to get some use out of this. I'm going to be using this FARA. This is probably going to be my go-to FARA. This is probably going to be my go-to Tech 9, and this is definitely going to be my go-to Stryker skin. This neon glowing Stryker is the best one we've seen, but overall, I laid out everything in this bundle so you can make the decision on your own whether or not it's worth it for you. Let me know what you're thinking about this bundle. What would you rate it, and are you going to buy this? And what's your favorite thing? Is it the Ultra skin? Is it the Tech 9? Or is it the FARA? As always, if you want to see more bundle reviews like this where we go super in-depth, in-deep, if you're looking to buy a bundle, make sure you sub to the channel. That way we can give you fully informed before you make your purchase, maybe save you a little bit of money. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, if you love to like or comment, I appreciate you. Peace. I want to give a massive thanks to everyone who's gone above and beyond and became an Unlock Plus Plus member here on YouTube. We got the GOAT Positive Expert, the most OP Gobblegum ever, Round Robin, the absolute Chad Noah, the most patient man I've ever met, Cody Chapin, and the legend Army Tech Wreck.